Good evening. My name is Tyrell Lumpkin, and I'm presenting to you a persuasive speech. And I want to inform my audience to let them know, do you understand what times we are living in? And what I mean by that is that if you really pay attention to not just what's happening in the United States, but what also is happening across the whole world, such as Africa, Saudi Arabia, and also China. And what is happening is what most people don't believe. They think it's just happening just because. But from a true standpoint of a man of God, such as myself, I see the world a little bit differently. And what I mean by that is a disease that's going around nationwide as the coronavirus that has a tremendous death toll in China, not only China, but all across the world. The death toll since last year has been 2,012 people, 1,000 in China by itself. And if you look at what it has done, if you know the plagues of Moses in biblical standpoints, that these are the plagues and judgments of God. These plagues is to get our attention, to establish what God is saying, that these are the last days. The coronavirus is an uncurable disease. It has been proven by doctors and people and scientists all over the world. They trying to find a cure, but you just can't find a cure from something that was created by God. And it's destroying large number of people, not just weekly or monthly, but daily. It has been doctors who have been dying, patients have been dying, and it is spreading globally. I'm sorry. But it's spreading nationwide. It's all over the country. It's over here in the United States. You just can't cure it. It's stressful, because I know what times we're living in, and I believe as us as a nation need to wake up and really see what God is trying to share with us. These are the last days. Another thing, I got a quote from Rick Wiles warning that the outbreak of the coronavirus is a plague sent by God to purge the world of sin as the last days approach. There have been thousands of people dying from this coronavirus, and we really need to wake up and pay attention. Now, another plague that I want people to pay close attention to, and it's not just because it is happening, because we are literally in the last days, and that plague is locusts. Now, if you really ask yourself, when the last time have you seen some locusts? Take a moment to think. We haven't read or heard about locusts that has been this massive since the days of Moses. Moses sent a plague to show the world that God was not playing with sin. And we need to really wake up and ask ourselves, are we really living by the standards that God has presented to us? Or are we just living a little bit too comfortably and being naive of what's really going on in this world today? Now, locusts started in Kenya. That is wiping Kenya off the face of the earth. I have a source if you really read your word, you would pay attention to Prophet David Orr, who has spoken some things that it truly has came to pass, and this locust is nationwide. Kenya has been very much affected by this plague of locusts. They are losing natural plants and vegetables that they have planted to grow, but it has been destroyed. Locust is overcrowding the whole nation, and everybody is panicking from the things of which this locust is doing. Locust has reached China. It has reached the whole Middle East. I just found out today that it just touched down in Saudi Arabia, and is looking to destroy land masses, anything that is green, anything that you can produce on soil. It is destroying all of that. And if you understand, or if you have read the word, really studied the plagues of Moses, it's 10 of them. And we are already at plague number 2. So we really need to be focused on what we are. We need to really be focused on what times we're living in. And we really need to be cautious not to be associated with the sin that everybody else is participating in. We really need to be focused and surrendering our hearts to God, no matter if you believe this is the last days or not. I believe it is. And if you read and further study the word, I pray that you will see what I'm talking about as well. These plagues are slowly crossing into other countries. They're slowly coming across waters to land in Pacific destinations to destroy your land. So, if you think it's just the weather, well, you tell me, when do locusts come out? Pause. Think about it. And if they come out in certain weather, if you notice, these locusts has been present since 2018. They have been in all seasons, destroying land. And I want to end it with this. In the book of Ecclesiastes, it says, what has been will be, and what will be has been. Thank you, and this is my presentation, and I am persuading you and trying to get you to see that we are living in the last days. My 2 topics that I presented to you today is the coronavirus and the plagues of locusts. I pray that you are aware of what's going on, not just in the United States, but across the world. Thank you.